Live from a place that is not actually so live, it's Locked On Vikings After Dark.
Oh yeah, it's time for Locked On Vikings After Dark, baby. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every night.
What's going on, Night Owls? Welcome to Locked On Vikings After Dark, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, the #1 sports podcasting network. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDON for $20 off of your first purchase. Coming to you pre-recorded today because of a scheduling conflict. So sorry that we don't have a chat to deal with, because tonight we are playing Scenes from a Hildegrim, everybody's favorite game that we stole from Whose Line Is It Anyways and made it Vikings themed. The way this works is I have some prompts that I've given Arif, and the goal, well, there is no goal. Nothing matters. It's Scenes from a Hat, but with Vikings. So
nothing matters for the game. Nothing matters globally. We are not live, but we're live.
And it doesn't matter if we're live or not.
Yeah.
It actually really doesn't. So anybody
Good point, chat. Chat makes a good point.
Chat makes a great point right now, chat. The thing that is just being typed right now is something I agree with. That's a good one. So I do want, if you are watching this like in the YouTube premiere, which is how it happens, there is a live chat for that.
Yeah,
Please just play along.
Yeah.
With these prompts, or if you're watching after the fact just on YouTube, or if you're listening to audio, come back to YouTube. I do greatly enjoy chats and comments, tries to their answers to these prompts. Loved it last time. Would love to see it again. Let's start with free agent signings that will cause Arif to get in a fight on Twitter. What do you got?
Let's go with, so this is like future free agent signings or current?
Like they could sign like now.
Okay, yeah. Trayvon Diggs, I think.
I thought about putting both Stephon and Trayvon Diggs like at the same time.
Right, Stephon was on my mind too.
Yeah.
But like Trayvon is like, outside of the Diggs name and all of the attendant, let's call that baggage that brings, Diggs is like the perfect cause a fight corner, right? Because he had one highlight season that everyone loved, one whatever season.
And nobody paid attention to anything else, by the way. That's the only thing people know about him, is that one season.
Yeah, and the season itself is like controversial. I don't know how to put it.
It's super easy to fight about a season where you were like, you gave up like a jillion yards and got burned constantly, but also got interceptions.
But also like led the league in picks, right? So ideal player for that. And then you add in the dig stuff, and I think people would just kind of root for him or hate him. Primarily, I think root for him. And also like just like a guy who is clearly not as good as he was is always prime fight season, I think, right? So
yeah. For kind of similar reasons, I put Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, he was on my list too.
There's a couple different fights you could have about that. I also put, and I just think this would be really funny, somehow Adam Thielen.
Ooh. That's good. Actually,
that would get people fighting.
Yeah. I actually, if they signed Adam Thielen and he, for some reason, he was okay with this, and they made him the personal punt protector and punt returner, and that was it. And that would cause outstanding fights. Yeah. Just like, you know, bookend your career, right?
Right. And no matter how much money it is, because it wouldn't be like exact minimum, but it would be probably something like stupid, people would be really mad about the loss of that money for like a special teamer.
Yeah. Well, even if it was exactly the minimum, which means it qualifies for the minimum bonus, right? Because you get a salary cap credit for signing. It doesn't cost the minimum, I think, in salary cap if you sign someone for
it's like the veteran weird exceptions,
Yeah. So it would be even less of an impact, then people would be like, you overpaid.
Yeah,
they paid that much for a punt returner, and it's like every punt returner makes that much.
I also wrote Hassan Reddick, but the fights are just about spelling.
I like that.
Like, if Hassan Reddick became a Viking and people just misspelled your name constantly now.
Yeah. I actually, it would also, and then you could create like a tertiary sub super online fight where people gave him the nickname like Hassan Piker Reddick, and then you get like all kinds of... That's good.
Yeah. I think that would trip up a lot of people in revealing ways, I guess is the sentence I was trying to come up with. Let's move on to the next one. GM candidates the Vikings interviewed but didn't let Tom Pelissero report it.
Oh man, this is good. Okay, so 1, Chris Cluey, right?
Yeah, I wrote Sam Altman.
Oh, that's a good one. God, I would.
You think about it a little more. Go wait. Wait,
no, don't let him cook. And then the other one I came up with was the Dallas Cowboys director of analytics, John Park. Which, by the way, not a shot at John Park. He's a wonderful
But just
person.
another analytics.
But like, you can't have an analytics person, especially from a front office that like. The front office, by the way, has done a remarkable job, but the team has consistently underperformed, and everyone hates.
So the least listened to analytics department in the league. We picked that. Well, funny, RJ Gillum kind of is that. He was like a bit of a data guy in San Francisco.
Yeah. When I pointed, so like Albert,
and also
Breer,
he's a lawyer, not a football lifer.
Oh, outstanding!
So this is very like
when Albert Breer was like, so like the list of Vikings candidates came out as reported by Tom Pelissero, and Albert Breer quote tweeted that with all with scouting backgrounds, and me, an idiot, trusted Albert Breer when he said that, and
it's not false.
And so I was like, oh, it's really funny that the Vikings are treating general managers like teams tend to treat head coaches, where like now that you're fired your offensive head coach, you need a defensive one.
That's exactly what it is.
And then Benjamin Robinson, who runs Grinding the Mocks, was like, well, I mean, the guy ran the analytics department at Seattle. I was like, don't tell the Vikings. They don't know yet.
Don't tell the Vikings he's an analytics guy. I think the only like true like football scouting like old school mentality guy would be Terrence Gray. He's the only real college scouting one where you're just going all the way back.
Guy?
The Bills guy that was a scout in Minnesota for a long time.
Right, yeah.
And he is like the king of scouts. Or I guess Chad Alexander, who's like a football lifer and was with the Ozzie.
One could call him the
Ravens.
Chad of scouts.
You would, yeah.
Right.
Not in that category. I would be another answer I put down, which is Ryan Grigson. Could you imagine if they interviewed Ryan Grigson, but they would never want that getting out?
They wouldn't. They absolutely would not. That's a good. I can't believe my diseased brain didn't stumble on that one. That's a really good one. People
really want Ryan Grigson like out of here, and they may get their wish. It really depends on what the next guy.
For sure. The only positive things I've heard from Ryan Grigson are like clearly stuff leaked by or vetted by the team. Mm-hmm. But I will say I haven't heard like an enormous amount of negative stuff, right? Which I guess there's not.
No. Like we got to wait for the Ty Dunn piece after all.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. But like the fact that like the first thing we learned about him was that he was the lead on drafting Ed Ingram, and from there, like that has poisoned the well for me. Like in addition to his previous history,
in addition to everything else.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But like, he is the guy that they always credit, and there's always that like breathless puff piece thing that happens right after the draft before you know how good all the players are. And they're like, oh, he had a great influence in this draft. Yeah. And looking back like 2 years after that, it's like, oh, you did you?
Yeah. Hold on, you gonna keep claiming that one? like how the analytics department for the Vikings ran away from how much the analytics department loved Laquan Treadwell, like that.
They have been doing a lot of, trying to really control exactly what is and is not revealed. And the fact that they're not announcing like their GM interviews is so funny to me.
It's hilarious because like A, obviously it's getting out. B, it doesn't mean anything. Like when the NFLPA was like, we are not announcing our executive director candidates, which first of all, are you sure? Like after the year and a half you just had?
Yeah. Well, apparently that process still isn't ready to be transparent. Sometimes,
exactly.
Sometimes you're not ready to show
like,
behind the curtain.
You're just gonna lead in. Got it. But at least like the on surface reasoning. Again, it a bad idea not to be transparent. But at least the surface level reasoning was that a level of public scrutiny invited into the process could influence the results. And could deter people away or whatever, which is like, if you don't want someone who doesn't like the limelight to be your executive director, then what are you doing? But like, I get it. Like, okay. And like, thousands of players will submit their votes to the number of representatives and so like, there could be influence from media on the decision. I kind of get it. Bad reasoning, but there is some reasoning. Why wouldn't you announce this? Like, there's no, like, you can control it. Like, that's the thing. It's like, you get to control the narrative through your disclosures and announcements, but instead you're just like letting people find out, and then they get to put their stories on it, like we did on the last episode with Dave Ziegler.
Yeah, right. Podcasters get to say whatever we want if you don't control us. The last answer I put was Tom Pelissero. More of this game next on Locked On Vikings After Dark. This episode of Locked On Vikings After Dark is brought to you by Indeed. Between workplace chaos, your deadline stacking up, your inbox is overflowing, and you still have that one position you still need to fill that you're waiting to hire. That is where Indeed Sponsored Jobs comes in. Indeed Sponsored Jobs puts your job in front of the people who need to see it, who fit your position with skills, experience, and location, instead of just hoping that as they wade through all of these job postings that they're going to happen to stumble upon the perfect one for them. It puts it right in front of them. In the minute that I'm talking to you about Indeed, companies like yours made 27 hires on Indeed, according to Indeed data worldwide. So if you're hiring, spend less time searching and spend more time interviewing candidates who check all your boxes with Indeed Sponsored Jobs. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. If you need to hire, this is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs. Thanks so much for making Locked On Vikings After Dark your first listen, your last listen of the night. Maybe I should say it that way, maybe not. Your first listen of the next morning. Whatever it is, join the Locked On Vikings Every Dayer Club, and you can get it all ad-free. The mainline show, this show, and the squad show, plus access to a special Discord server and more. Let's move on with scenes from a Hildegrim. The next one is the real reason they shortened rookie minicamp. The Vikings shortened minicamp, not a 3-day thing like it usually is, but only to 1 day. Why did they do this really?
I got at least two reasons off the top of my head. One, Cooper Rush was embarrassing too many Vikings yet again.
I wrote the same thing. I said for fear that Cooper Rush would have a better slow-mo throwing motion than JJ McCarthy.
Rules.
That was the only one I came up with.
Okay. The other one is substation construction got started early.
They haven't hired a guy from the 49ers front office yet, okay?
You know,
the second time.
yeah. They wanted to get a head start. They got that guy in as soon as possible to build it as close as they could to the facility.
I can't believe we both had a Cooper Rush joke. They did sign a couple guys from that.
Yeah, they got two guys, right? Bengley Kamara and something.
Two incredible names.
Yeah. I can't wait to figure out kind of what this means for the UDFA odds I'm going to put together. Hey, yeah. I just want to point this out. Tryouts make the roster at like twice the rate of non-try. This is actually important, relatively speaking, in the grand scheme.
It really is, yes. Yeah. They're going to have to cut two people, and I don't know who it is. By the way, the names are Smith Vilbert,
yes,
and Bengali Kamara.
Okay, so actually, when I got the PR email, hold on. Actually, they may not have to cut anybody. Because the PR email says the Vikings roster now stands at 90 players, including an IPP/practice squad exemption.
I thought they were already at 90. Okay, nice.
So they may not have to. Do we get the Vikings minicamp roster? Remember they refused to release it.
Ben Gessling tweeted out the whole one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's another reason they shortened rookie minicamp. Shorthanded. They were two guys short.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I'm trying to take a look. Is there anyone here I'm curious about? Jaleel Farouk, he was on the consensus board. We got Bryson Nesbitt, already rostered. Let's go.
He's hanging around, yeah.
Just hanging around. I mean, there's a couple of guys that are already rostered.
Yeah, usually those second year kind of futures contract players, guys who were undrafted rookies last year.
Yeah, okay, there's nobody standing out to me that was a tryout that I've heard of all that much before. So, wait, Oh wait, no, Zemaivon's already on the roster. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, hey, hold on.
Moving on to the next scene from Hildegrim.
No, I got one more thing.
Oh, you got one more.
The kicker invited us. This is not an answer to the question. The kicker they invited to the tryout, his name is Atticus Sappington.
That is extremely important to know. I'm so glad that you shared that.
Yeah.
Things you don't want to overhear in TCO Performance Center. I'll start. We're signing Atticus Sappington. That can only mean something has gone awry.
Right, yeah. I think I wrote down the word "oh."
Like hearing that in a doctor's office.
Yeah, right, exactly. And then oops is a good one. And spiritually along the same lines. I didn't know it did that.
Yeah, I wrote kind of similar. Okay, so here you see a diagram of all the foot ligaments.
The fact that like the Vikings do something every year that requires me to look at anatomy diagrams or X-rays, it's just,
yeah.
I guess requires a strong word. I guess most beat reporters don't have to actually do that. But like,
I've sent way too many emails
right
to like surgeons.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're a thoracic surgeon. Can you tell me, like,
right? Can
right.
you explain knees to me?
Yeah,
I'm writing a piece.
Yeah. How does a foot work? This isn't weird. Well, it is, but not in the way you're thinking.
Yeah,
you know?
it's not even the foot bit that I'm used to doing.
Right?
It's medical.
You're right. We're looking into it.
Yeah, right. Hey, don't make a statement yet. On a totally different line, I wrote, Lewis Seen is available. He is. He's a free agent. Could come back.
Man. Is there a context where like, oh, good for him would be concerning?
Yeah, it's like a backhanded compliment, you know?
Yeah, right.
Like, oh, JJ McCarthy got through the whole practice, no picks. Oh, good for him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
One more. Did you hear what they said on Locked On Vikings After Dark last night? You don't want to be hearing that in the NFL team.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
Anybody from if anybody works for the team is listening to this, you gotta go.
Yeah,
this is not for you.
This is not. Yeah, the team is worse because of what you're doing right now. Is what I would say.
This is bad for your personal career. Forget the team.
You're right,
this is not the kind of poison that you need to be sharing.
Yeah, go to your family.
Right. What are you doing? I've got a couple other ones that we can try to riff on next on Locked On Vikings After Dark. This episode of Locked On Vikings After Dark is brought to you by Gametime. Look, we can stream anything at the tip of our fingers, order food in minutes delivered to our doors. We can do everything from the comfort of our couch with our phone in our hand, and somehow buying tickets to live events is still an absolute nightmare. Long lines, confusing checkout, hidden fees that crop up at checkout to surprise you. It shouldn't be this complicated. That is why there is Gametime. It gives fans the advantage and makes getting tickets fast and simple. If you just look at, say, Game 6 of Wolves Spurs, you can get in the door on Gametime for $109. Those prices are always moving around, so get in while the getting's good. Zone deals help you. You can just pick the section and save even more. 2 taps and you have great seats locked in. It's quick, easy, and actually makes you want to go to more events. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets to every type of event with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDON for $20 off of your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDON for $20 off. Download the Gametime app today. Moving on here with some scenes from a Hildegrim. The next one is the worst possible Viking to yell, "Let's play hockey at a Wild game." Recently, they had John Randall do this, so I thought, who's the worst idea? I'll get the easy one out of the way. Darren Sharper.
I I realize my reaction's not fit necessarily for an audio podcast because I just
You should come
held
back
my
to the
breath.
video. There's a couple reasons for you to come back to the video. And see what I just did to her reading. You can think of a worse one, all right? Except for maybe that one guy that we thought was the Zodiac Killer for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Was a fan, but still.
My answer is so wholesome in comparison. It was Christian Ponder.
I thought about Christian Ponder too.
That would be tough.
Yeah, I was gonna go like Brett Favre, you know.
Right. Yeah, Brett Favre is whatever. I mean, like that would. Yeah, I wouldn't like it.
It would be. You know why it would be the worst? Because a lot of people like would like love it, and then you'd have to be like, "Hey, are you up on the?"
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, because it's worse if they do know, but like. If they're like supporting and but they're like, oh yeah, no, I love appropriating welfare funds for a daughter's volleyball program at a college. You know,
yeah, I'm actually really into that.
Big fan of specifically exactly that. Allegedly, he keeps
part of the fraud party.
Allegedly, right? Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Man, okay, that one's good. Who is the GM that traded for Herschel? Mike Lynn? Did he trade for Herschel Walker? Is that him?
Mike Lynn from the grave?
Yeah.
Herschel Walker himself.
Oh, actually, Herschel Walker. Actually, for so many reasons, Herschel Walker.
So many reasons, Herschel Walker.
Yeah. He brings his son who hates him, Christian Walker. Yeah. Oh.
For different reasons, Gary Zimmerman right now would be so funny because it's the Colorado Avalanche.
Oh. Man, that's yeah. This is.
Do you think this kind of thing matters a lot to the vibes of a sports game? Like who blows the Gallarhorn?
I think it matters more for hockey than it does for football. One of the things that struck me while I was watching playoff hockey, aside from my veins
the
being on
cortisol
fire.
level. Yep.
Yeah. Is how much more local sportsy hockey is. Which is I'm trying to say this in a way that's not like, oh, quaint, because I think it rules actually. But like it is funny because like hockey I feel like is like 5 to 10 years behind in terms of like aesthetics. And again, this isn't an insult. I actually enjoy it very much. But like the music is like, yeah, I dig this music, which tells me that it's nothing like an NFL.
Yeah, which means it's dated. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, this is like dad rock, and I'm the dad.
Oh no.
So, but like, there's like so much more of an emphasis on kind of like history and community connections and stuff like that, and it feels like more cozy. And so I think it matters way more to the vibe in a hockey game than an NFL game. And like people are so far away in an NFL stadium, and so like there's like a disconnect, I think, from the players on the court or the ice or the field or whatever than there is like in a hockey game than NFL or whatever. Like there's just like so much more feedback, I think, from crowds to players.
Maybe a more intimate experience.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a smaller operation, just physically.
Yes.
Like, smaller stadium and all that stuff, smaller budgets. It's not as much of a money-making machine. And it doesn't feel like you're watching a thing that just has big, giant, glaring neon signs that say for profit on it, like everything in the NFL is.
Yeah, and we say that knowing that they have digital polymarket ads on the boards, right? Like,
yeah, right.
But it's still.
I mean, like ads around the field, we've had that for forever.
Yeah, but like the last time I went to an NBA game, there were some seats with like good sight lines and bad sight lines or whatever, right? But there was like generally most of the seats are pretty good. NFL, there's a ton of seats that suck. Hockey, the last time I went to a hockey game, well, I've been to high school, college, and NHL because even though I don't really care that much about hockey, I do live in Minnesota. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to a single hockey game where I felt like there was a bad seat in the house. So, like that's just the environment.
Of the hockey games I've been to, I don't have a fast enough eye to understand what's going on. And I kind of love that.
Yeah.
I can just kind of be a rube. It's great.
Yeah, I know everyone hated the glow puck, but I know why Fox Sports did that.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You were an SD, you couldn't see Jack. Yeah,
yeah, right. Yeah, imagine doing that in like the 80s.
Yeah.
One last scene from a Hildegrim tonight. The Vikings coaching related bombshell that TMZ has been sitting on.
Oh, coaching related. Okay, I just had the Vikings related bombshell.
That's also fine. I was,
yeah. So I've got two, and they're not actually as salacious as the coaching-related bombshells we've heard recently of a TMZ style. The Vikings have a trophy case, and it has the Ed Thorpe in it, and it's been there the whole time.
Gotcha! Whose plan is that? Why would they do that?
If for people who don't know, I think they discontinued it in like 1967, right? And the Packers lost it?
69, when the Vikings were supposed to have it after winning the NFL championship before that Super Bowl.
No, right, that's what I mean. Is like they never received it because the Packers had it, right?
That's where the stories differ.
Ooh,
apparently the Packers have it. Some people say that the Vikings did get it but lost it, and no one wants to admit that.
Sure.
It's a big mystery.
Yeah. And then my other one was the Vikings have a trophy case, and it has the Grey Cup in it.
Just dispense with the formalities and make us Canada already. I wrote, Kevin O'Connell has been wearing a wire in every meeting he has with the Wilfs.
Oh, that's good for FBI dad.
Yeah, FBI informant Kevin O'Connell.
Kevin O'Connell, yeah. Oh my God, if the Wilfs went down to a real estate stinger from the FBI.
Because of cooperation with the head coach.
The head coach. And then like he departs and joins the FBI as he was like kind of like, an undercover cop finally like gets to join the cops after being undercover for like 3-4 years. The new owners install Brian Flores as the head coach. It's all written.
Yep. Yeah, and this was all Flores' grand machination.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Flores years ago contacted the FBI. He's like, "Do I have a candidate for you?"
I also wrote Nick Suzuki style throuple between Kevin O'Connell and Wes Phillips.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That would be a good, that's a very TMZ kind of bombshell.
Yeah. And like, no one's really hurt, right? So like,
they're doing great.
Yeah, right.
That's the important thing about that throuple, which if you don't know it, that's more hockey lore. That you should look it up. Everybody's happy there.
I can't believe throuple discourse has entered every one of my podcasts. This is unreasonable.
Is it? The next one, the last one I had is that Kyler Murray has a secret double life as a drone operator for the Marines.
Oh, okay.
This is where the gaming experience comes in.
Oh, that makes sense. I was like, why does this relate to Kyler? Because like when you said Kyler has a secret double life, I was like, horse jockey? Because we wanted to do the short jokes.
That would have been good.
Like he just won the Kentucky Derby. That's so cool, dude.
Kyler Murray guarantees voiding because they found him being a horse jockey, and that's a violation of his.
You're right.
Protection clauses.
It's like you can't go skydiving. Yeah.
Yeah, right. You see a picture of somebody on an ATV, and then suddenly the injury guarantees void out.
I mean, I guess it makes sense that if like you were running low on drone operators, which from my understanding might be an issue, I don't know, you would go to like FaZe Clan and be like, well, you already don't like people.
That this is happening. Like that's the marketing campaign right now for drone operators is like, do you like Call of Duty?
Uh-oh. I guess that's not new, because they did release that video game, like America's Army, like way back. For like people, like way back in the gaming space, the Army created a video game, a first-person shooter that was free to download and was kind of good, called America's Army.
Yeah,
and it was a recruiting tool.
Lore.
Yeah,
like for somebody who is as avid of a Call of Duty enjoyer as Kyler Murray, what do you think the odds are? That he has picked up America's Army?
It is a little bit older than him, right? I mean, I think the odds are not 0, but I don't think they're over 50%.
I guess is he a Call of Duty fan, or is he like a first-person shooter in general fan?
I'm going to guess first-person shooter in general, but like once you're in the Call of Duty environment, they just kind of have you for a little bit.
Yeah, it monopolizes.
Yeah, so I'll say that. But I will say he is an ideal recruit, right? Because We like know for a fact that his eye tracking is better than even most professional Call of Duty players. Like that's established by testing.
Yeah, and maybe there's a little bit of inner short king anger that you can take out.
Well, I mean, anybody who's a successful quarterback is like removed from society and doesn't understand people, right? So like,
it does tend to happen, huh?
Yeah.
Sometimes, like McCarthy, they come in that way.
Pre-baked.
Yeah, pre-pickled brain.
Yeah.
That's what you get when you ask a 15-year-old to sign autographs.
Yeah,
that's a thing that happened to him.
That is, okay. That's not good.
That's not great. We should examine that maybe in hindsight.
My first year at training camp, someone asked me to sign an autograph, and I was like,
That's wild.
I don't play for the team. You have to understand, like, I'm 5'4", right? Like, I was like, you have to know that I don't play for the team. And they're like, no, we know, you're a Reef. And I was like, I have like 5,000 Twitter followers at this point. I'm like, what is going on?
That's wild.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that reminds me of a story that happened to me at VidCon in, I'm going to say 2013. I was fresh out of college in my first job as a PA.
This is pre the one job that we always talk about that you had.
Yes, okay. Yes. This is my first job out of college. I was like a coffee gopher. Mm-hmm. And I was in the tent of the YouTube channel that I was working for, because I was working the event, and I was literally like getting people's coffee orders. Like I was that important. And somebody asked me for an autograph because I was the only person standing in the tent and I was in the right tent.
They were like a fan of the channel and they were like, well,
I had no idea what to do. Somewhere out there, somebody has
it?
an autographed thing from me.
I also didn't know
what am I going to say? No?
Well, like after I had corrected what I thought was their misperception, I didn't feel comfortable saying no when they're like, "You're a Reef," and I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll sign this.
I've ever been asked that question.
Vikings program.
I really I don't think that person. There's no way that person could have said like who I am. I just was like, I could have been a janitor at the Anaheim Convention Center. Like you would have no way of knowing.
Can you? Well, I think the most interesting outcome is that they do know now who you are and do treasure it. That would be hilarious.
That would be wild.
Yeah. Like there wasn't even the point when I got him to sign it.
There are situations like that, but therefore maybe off-air conversations. We will see you all Thursday night on Locked On Vikings After Dark.